So let's see how you can use, how you can do data binding in Vue. Let's take a copy of this. Now, data binding, as you must know from other front-end frameworks, is basically associating some data with a UI. Like every UI will be using some, it won't be static HTML page, right? So so data binding helps you to associate some data with the view you're entering with the UI. And whenever the data changes, the advantage is just like in Angular or React, the UI will re-render, it will refresh. So with this UI that we have seen, first of all, let's open this new file, copy path and open it. So it's coming up, but let's say we want some dynamic data. So you mention the data in your view object. So and how you do it is in view two, you do it like this. And let me remove this piece from here. In view 2, you actually can give data as an object. And whatever data property members are there in this object, whatever properties are there in this object, that can be used in the template. And how we'll see. So if you include some property like message, let's say, how are you doing? So you want to put that message here. So let's say you have one paragraph, and within this paragraph, you want to put that, you want to use this message, the value of this message. So just like in Angular, you put two braces, that's a data binding syntax. That is, you are associating the content of this paragraph. The content of this paragraph will be whatever is this value, messages value. So here you put message, right? So whatever properties you have in this data object, in view 2, you can use it here. So that message would come in here, but let's see if it works. So when you refresh, you see it doesn't, this is actually 0 to data binding, okay? Let me see here. Div and paragraph, okay. Okay, it's actually working, okay, great. So you can put it in here. Okay. Sometimes you might get some issues. I mean, I thought you'd get some issues here when you have two elements side by side. So generally it's better to actually put some kind of container section or anything that fits semantically. Choose the best one by the semantics, section, div, whatever, yeah, header, main. So yeah, now it's coming. Actually, it is not coming earlier. It was just showing this piece, right? So it's not working. So always include a top level container, otherwise it will just show the single thing. It was showing only this. It was not showing this message earlier. Now it is. And you can see the value comes from that variable. If the variable value changes, this will also change. And how can it change? I'm going a little ahead of myself. We are just going to see an introduction to event handling, but this is just to see that how the data actually, when it changes, it automatically reflects in the UI. So it's just going a bit ahead of ourselves. How do you add some event handling code and all? You will see this details of event handling later. So if you want to handle, let's say the click event, like when you click here on this paragraph, maybe you want the message to update. So what you can do is, this is how you handle events, and we'll see the details later, as I said. You say at the rate and the event name, so at the rate click equal to, and you can give any JavaScript expression here, or you can call a function. So all the details you see right now, I'll just use an assignment. So we'll update this message variable to I am good, I'm perfectly fine. All right. So we have updated. You can see I'm actually putting a string. You'll see the single quotes also within this attribute double quotes. There's a single quote also here. Just assigning message to the string. So observe the single quotes. I am perfectly healthy, perfectly fine. So when you click, the message will be set. The data will change. And the advantage with all these frameworks is when the data changes, because this is the data binding syntax, the UI will basically reflect the latest value of the data. You don't do anything else. No DOM manipulations. That's the essence of these frameworks. They handle the DOM manipulations for you. So here also you'll see the change. Let's see. Refresh. Click here, and you can see I'm perfectly fine. Super. No DOM manipulations from your side. Everything is handled by Vue. So you'll do it efficiently as well. You don't have to take care of doing it explicitly like you do in plain JavaScript or jQuery, etc. All right, so that was an introduction to data binding.